Okay, so happy November. Um, Man, I've been thinking about making a video and coming on for a long time now. And every time I step in to do the work and to make a video, there's always something happening. There's always some kind of once my nephew showed up and the door rang, these kinds of things happen. And today, as I go to make the video, it's like, oh, now it's raining outside. Oh, now there's, maybe you can hear the table saw outside my window. Um, anyway, this is, I guess, all part of the lesson and journey right now. And what I've been really wanting to come on and say, and I think this is going to develop over a few conversations because I like to keep these messages, these videos nice and small and short, just to sort of tweak or trigger some thinking on your side and even on my own, just to explore sort of a piece of the energy that's going on right now. And I came in months ago when I first showed up on this channel, and I talked about, I was sick at the time, and I was talking about how I felt really pushed and really forced into the next phase of what I'm building, what I'm creating. And then I'd also just broken my foot, and there were just I'd been through COVID and some really significant an accident in May. I'm fine, but it was a significant moment. And anyway, it's just really interesting. But as the fall has started to unravel, we'll call it unravel, it's been really clear to me that the message has been consistent this year. And that for me, when I'm not getting a lesson, or when I'm not fully stepping into the change that's being offered or brought to my attention or shows up in my awareness, like, hi, this is happening again. Do you see it? Please adjust. Please adjust accordingly. And what happens is sometimes I don't. Sometimes I don't. I was raised and believe myself to be someone who's very dependable, someone who does what they say they're going to do, someone who follows through and is loyal and all of these things. And the result of that thinking, of believing that that is me, is that I then identify with my decision making around what it says about me, instead of acknowledging what I want, what I truly feel, what might be best for me even. And often what's best for me works out being best for the other people involved. Because if I'm making decisions to stay on a trajectory or on a path because I said I would, then the result is that, I'm going to go through other types of feelings. If I'm in essence saying no to myself and my deeper desires, then the result is going to be I'm going to feel frustration because I'm not in alignment with what I'm choosing. I'm really sorry about that table saw. I don't know how loud it is on this video. But, if I'm choosing to stay in line, to stay on the path I said I would, the result is going to be frustration, resentment, feelings that I am stuck, that I'm not where I'm meant to be, or that I'm, dwindling. My energy, my vibrancy tends to dwindle when I'm in a situation that I've kind of subjected myself to, forced myself to be. And so how that cultivates in my life is often physical and often medical. I often, and I don't say that because I'm manifesting more of it, like, hi universe, we're not talking that way. We're just getting real about what happens. And what happens is I tend to go through seasons and phases of illness. And that's carried along in my entire lifetime. Like, if I go all the way back to being a small person, my emotional world manifested in my physical world. And it took me decades to know what that was about. And at this time, in this moment, it's happening again. What that means for me right now is things like I have really swollen knees, and that's something that I have had on and off as a symptom for, I don't know, almost 30 years now. Like, it's been a long time. So I have these swollen knees. I've been having a lot of headaches. I've had a lot of fatigue. I've been in a very heavy, tired kind of state. And so I can see what's coming up and what's being asked. And what I want to share with you is looking at your life and asking yourself, where am I saying no to myself? And that's the message that's been with me for months now. I felt my body kind of asking me a couple months ago, my inner child, if you will, asking, why are you saying no to me? Why can't we have what we want? Why can't I have what I want? Why can't you have that thing you dream of? Why can't you be that person that, reaches to that place, that has those things or has that experience or that feeling? Often what we're searching for, in fact, is a feeling, a state, and not so much the things. But it's a really great question to look at ourselves and say, where am I saying no to myself? Why am I doing that? And is it true? Do I have to continue to stay on the trajectory I said I would? Is there something, and for me, that's, that identification of being, dependable and all these different things. There's a lot of layers as to why I would not say yes to myself. But when I do say yes to myself, it often comes with risk. It often comes with sometimes a level of surrender, because it's unknown what's going to happen, how exactly it'll play out. And sometimes there's loss, when I step into who I truly feel called to be, when I step forward into that, it's not like every time there has been pushback. There has been some loss. And sometimes that's a relationship. Sometimes that's a friendship. Sometimes that's a job, a career. There have been many, many moments in my life when I remember sort of taking life by the reins and saying, okay, I am going to follow my inner nudge. I'm going to follow what feels right for me, even though I can see all of the potential loss that may come with it. So I asked this question of you today. We're at the beginning of a new month. It is November. I'm studying numerology right now because I feel it goes so well with, I've loved numbers forever. I love math. I just think numbers are so cool. And numerology goes really well with the other things that I practice in my work. And anyway, it's really fascinating, but I'm learning about how, we've been in this 6 year all year, this karmic looking for balance, looking to harmonize. There's lots of noise in the background, the opposite of harmony, but here we are, we move through it. And also, from this 6 year, we're moving into what next year will be a 7. 7 is all about a leap of faith, guided by your intuition, taking risks and chances. And I really feel this sort of like energy being built right now around who are you, what's in alignment for you, we're being called forward to be braver than we've ever been. The chaos is getting stronger in our world, and rather than just be in the fear side of that, there's the other side, which is action, or just even awareness, just even looking. So for now, at this moment, what's in alignment? Where are you saying no to yourself? Why are you saying no to yourself? And if you don't know what you want or what that inner child might want, maybe take a few breaths, maybe slow down a little bit and just ask, what am I feeling? What do I need? Asking these questions at a deep place. Anyway, I think that is a lot for today. I I feel a big shift in the energy today, and I really hope that continues. And I'm looking forward to sharing that with you, and looking forward to hearing how this energy is being experienced for you.